Well, here we are. That's the car. I don't know what to say because I am truly living up to my name this time. And I bought what this was a 260Z with a roof chopped off and being worked on as an high school project. It couldn't sound weirder. I couldn't even make this up. It is absolutely a wild story. And yeah, let's see what's actually, let's see what's wrong with this car. And actually, let's see, instead of what's wrong, let's see what's working with this car. Well, this car have a... Thank you, plane. This car have a, engine. Barely wants to start. A gearbox. Second gear is very hard to find. Almost missing. And, four wheels. Yeah, and that's the extent of what's working with the car. And let's now talk about what's not working. Let's start from the front. Headlight, half of it doesn't work. Only the left side turns on, right side doesn't bother. Turn signals does not blink. It does not blink whatsoever. It just doesn't bother. The front bumper is just missing. Nobody know where it went. Nick of paint. Whatever. And then let's keep on moving back. The tires, they're probably 50 years old. I need to get it turned out because ballooning and cracking. I need to get it changed as soon as possible. These mirrors, useless. Absolutely useless. Oh no, you can just adjust it and then it's gonna, work. And then when you turn on the car, the engine starts to vibrate and then the mirror just goes and just start going up into the skies. And then he's like, start looking down. So basically, the mirror just wants to go wherever the fuck it wants to go. And whether it wants to work or not, there's about, a 5% chance that it just happens, while moving around, just end up on where you wanted to see. So, it is... Thank you, helicopter! Oh no, that's a train. And helicopter. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway... let's pop the hood. All right. Where is this lever? The engine? Actually, though, it was probably the most unexpectedly untouched part, because if they touched the engine, that's gonna be the end of the world. I wouldn't trust a high schooler modifying the engine. But actually, props to this dude though. He is super cool, and he actually done a lot of work, because this car, it didn't look this good. I mean, it's now like a 3 feet car. That's what he said. Because you take 3 feet back, it's a fantastic looking car. And I'm really glad he didn't touch the engine, because the engine is still basically stock. I am not sure what about the carburetor though. Oh, yep, anyway, I have no idea what this is. Is this the stock carburetor? I hope it is. The air filter is actually kind of clean, and I think the engine oil is pretty new as well, but it's just having some serious trouble cold starting, and once it even started, it's having trouble idling when it's cold, and when it gets up to a little bit of temperature, everything becomes fine. I'm not sure exactly why, and also it guzzles a lot of gas, and I have 10 miles per gallon on the way back from the highway, just revving at 3,000 RPM. I do not understand exactly what the fuck is this, but anyway, if anyone who knows anything about this car, leave it in the comments. Thank you so much. I am gonna just, keep on looking on the forums and see what the hell is happening with this engine. Oh, but everything else is fine. The battery's kind of new as well, surprisingly. Let's close the hood. And also, let's keep on talking about what is not really working. Everything. The wipers doesn't have motor. Lock. Forget about it. Just reach in, and then oh no, I can just not. Oh, just reach down, reach in. Doesn't matter. It's a matter. It doesn't really lock because it's just an open roof. And the top, there is one in the trunk, but it's old as fuck, and it doesn't actually go on because the attachment points are gone after the body work. And actually, I just seen it now, but what the fuck is this? Oh, that's where the body was connected from here. This entire part is not supposed to be here and is completely new. Surprisingly so, it's, doesn't feel like it's done too badly. I heard the owner said it's done by a shop. He could say anything and he could fool me anyway. Oh, and let's just hop in the car. Oh, and you probably realized that the steering wheel is gone because I locked it to the roll cage. This thing is so fucking easy to steal. I don't want any chance. I want to reduce my chance. Hope that helps. Nobody's just going to be having a steering wheel lying around. Right? Right? Anyway. Let's keep on moving in. And also, the seatbelt doesn't buckle. It just doesn't buckle. The door card, flimsy. Okay, let's actually put it back in. The clock doesn't work. The head unit, forget about it. This, cosmetic. And I don't know, actually. Is this working? The map lights? I don't think so. Speedometer, tachometer surprisingly still work. Turn key star still work. Turn signal, forget about it. They're goners. And this side, the light bulb on the speedometer doesn't work. Oh, hello. Just moves. There's no light bulb. And the window on this side doesn't roll up. Who cares? And then we move on to the steering, like the roll cage. It's actually pretty properly installed. The welding spot is a little bit rough, but everything is done properly. He just didn't grind it down, which understandably you don't want it to, because doesn't really do anything other than just cosmetics. Keep on moving in the back. Yep, fuel tank doesn't lock. It doesn't have a lock anyway. The trunk, well, the spare tire is missing. And the exhaust, missing a muffler. So it sounds like a fucking hot rod every time you start. Oh, and also, missing. And that about covers everything. But I'm pretty surprised by a few things, to be honest. First and foremost, very little rust. Because it's always California kept. I've went onto the forums and, checked a few rust spots that is pretty common for these cars. Surface level. All of them are surface level. Pretty well done. And second of all, the paint job. It's a high school project paint job. It's not perfect. Got some orange peeling. Got some bubbles. But take a few steps back. it's all good. Everything is good. Like, I'm really impressed that this guy did such a good job on it. I'm surprised. And I like the color as well. This green is not bad. Not bad at all. Yep. So that's a walk around of my new purchase. And I hope you guys like it. Not sure what I'm going to do to it, but a lot of things I need to do. Carburetor first. And turn signal. And changing engine oil. Changing the tires. Oh my god. I made a fucking checklist already. It's everything. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.